Cassidy Pratzman, and I've been building my business with Mary Kay for 12 years now. And before Mary Kay, I was actually a high school English teacher for 1 year and 1 year only, because that's how long I could put up with high schoolers. I have a college degree in theater, which is a little bit like having a degree in waitressing. So when I graduated from college, I went to go find that first big girl job in Birmingham, Alabama. There were no jobs needing specifically actresses. And so I found this job teaching high school English. And to be quite honest with you, it was job jail. So I don't know if you've had a job jail experience, but basically I was overworked. Probably working 60 hours a week as a first year teacher, because you're bringing home all that work with you and you're reading books that honestly I hadn't read since high school. And I was overworked. I was underpaid, drastically underpaid. When you break down my salary into the hours I was actually working, and I recommend you never do this if you're a salaried employee, but I did it in my mind and I realized I was making $4 an hour and no benefits. And I was underappreciated. And I was just, my friend calls it broke, busted, and disgusted. So that was me at 22, and I was too young to be that miserable and that tired. And I never in a million years thought that I would be the Mary Kay lady. I thought that Mary Kay ladies were, my grandma's age and had pink hair and pink cars and pink poodles, and they wore way too much makeup. And I thought, worst of all, that they were these over-the-top, pushy salespeople, and that is not me at all. And so I never in a million years thought that I would be the Mary Kay lady. But what happened was I went to a skincare party, and I was actually so broke and so afraid that the lady would somehow trick me into buying something that I left my wallet in the car on purpose, because I thought it gave me an escape plan. So I could go out to my car and be like, oh, let me just go get my wallet and like run. So, but thankfully I didn't need to do that. I really had a great time, and more than anything, I fell in love with the products. I never really tried Mary Kay. I didn't really wash my face too much. I didn't wear any makeup. My beauty routine was chapstick. And so I fell in love with how my skin looked and felt, and I wanted to buy everything, but I was super broke. And the lady who was doing the party said magic words that changed my life. She said, you get 50% off when you're a consultant. So I start doing the math. I'm like, okay, I like to save money. And then she said, you make 50% of what you sell. So I'm thinking, okay, my mom is gonna buy from me. You know, you have that one person that you're like, okay, this one person will absolutely, my ride or die. I know I can count on them. So I'm thinking, okay, my mom will buy from me, can make 50% of that. And then she put it another way, and this truly changed my life. She said, imagine that your job right now called and said, hey, we need you to start coming in an extra 2 to 3 hours a week, Saturday mornings, stay late on Mondays, whatever. And they're gonna give you a $10,000 raise. About $800 a month. Would you say no to them? And as I just mentioned, I was not happy in my job. I would cry sometimes going to work and cry sometimes coming home from work. But if they made me that offer, I still would have gone with bells on. I would have said, sign me up. And when she put it that way, she said, if you would do it for somebody else, why wouldn't you just try it for yourself? And it just made sense to me. So I gave it a try. I was raised to believe, you really don't know what you don't know. So give it a try and let's find out together. So I did. It cost $100 still to this day to become a consultant. And I got my kit. I sold some products to my mom. I had great fun working with my friends and kind of just getting to know the products, but I really just played around with it for about 2 years while I was pursuing acting when I lived in Los Angeles. And all of a sudden, when I was out there, my life completely changed when my husband decided he wanted to go to law school. And in law school, most places, they will not let you work. So he was saying, hey, honey, I want to quit my job for 3 years, and can you pay for everything for the next 3 years? It actually turned into 4 years because of taking the bar and finding a job. But at that point, I had seen so much success in Mary Kay, both personally and with friends of mine, people that I'd met, that I thought, if they can do it, why not me? Why not me? It's the same product. How bad could I be? And so I decided to take that leap of faith, and we moved to New Orleans. And I put him through law school. Within about 6 months of making that decision, I'd earned the use of my first free Mary Kay car. We've actually earned 6 cars to date. And one was a fluffy pink Cadillac. They actually have a little nameplate that goes inside that says, "This Cadillac created especially for Laura Protzman," and it's right there when you get in. One car that that we earned the use of was a black BMW, which was a ton of fun. And they pay the tags and about 85% of my car insurance, which is maybe the most fun. So I love the car program. I've earned a cruise to Mexico for myself and my husband. The prizes are amazing. An iPad, a laptop, a bunch of jewelry, actually about $6,000 of diamonds. I always joke around that I don't really need $6,000 of diamonds, but I'll take them. And a bunch of handbags. And the way that I kind of think about the prizes is that it's kind of like, everybody's job pays them in money. If they don't pay you in money, then it's not a job, right? It's a hobby. So everybody's job pays them in money. But Mary Kay is going to compensate us in money and cash, and then also in these prizes. And I think of it kind of like the difference between when your honey comes home for Valentine's Day, and he went to the store, and probably some woman helped him pick out the perfect gift, and they wrapped it and they put the tissue paper, and he brings you home this present. Or if he went and picked up a gift card. Now they could have the same dollar amount, but how do you feel when you get that specially picked out gift just for you? So that's how I kind of think about the prizes and the diamonds and all those things that Mary Kay gives. She really cares how we feel. And that's kind of a neat thing to me. So I love what I do. I absolutely do. And I really believe that it's so much more than just selling lipstick or selling skincare. I believe that it is a women's empowerment organization. That's the mission. It's a women's empowerment organization that exists to build the self-esteem, the self-confidence of women sort of from the outside in, and then also offer an opportunity that any woman who decides can take it and earn extra income. So if you're the kind of person who can get behind a company that exists for women and by women with the mission of enriching women's lives, then I'm going to encourage you to talk to your consultant and ask them all the questions that are on your heart, because you don't know what you don't know. But I can tell you that if you keep doing the same thing you're doing right now, you will always have exactly what you have right now. So if you're looking for a change, if you're looking for something new, if you're maybe just looking for something fun to do on the side that also can earn extra income, chat with your consultant, chat with me, and we'd love to answer your questions.